everybody. I hope this finds you well. Thank you for joining me today in my little corner of the world. And I'm working on the Roxy Journal of Stitchery, Volume 5, Month 1, the pouch, Useful Things. I've had so much fun doing this. I finished off the embellishing. I did a stitch around the butterfly. Instead of stitching the butterfly, I decided to stitch around the edge. I did a bunch of French knots in here and here, and I added a little wool flower with a little shiny bead in the middle. And of course I did this on camera. And let's see what else. Yeah, I think that's all I did since I saw you last. Oh, I added some sparklies to this flower because, you know, sparklies, they aren't showing up on camera. Anyway, it's sparkly thread. There it is a little bit. So I am going to do the lining, and I think I figured it out. And after I figured it out, I thought I want to wash the fabric I'm going to line it with. So I'm going to line it with this humongous piece of ticking. What I decided was, okay, my flap is up here. I'm going to see if I can do this, but I may have to chop this video up and cut some parts out because there's a lot of fiddling for me to do. I did it once, but it took me 2.5 hours to figure it out. So I'm not going to torture you. Now, really, this fabric needs to be torn down here. I'm debating on whether tearing or cutting, and also I think I'm going to cut the edges here, but I'm not 100% sure. That's something I still have to work out. So my pouch is going to fold up like this after 2 of those flowers. So this one's going to be part of the back side, and this is going to be the flap. I'm going to center this, and as best as I can, and pins. Whoa. Okay. This pin isn't bent too much, almost in half. Oh my gosh. Now I'm trying to do this and have the camera. Oh my gosh. I'm standing at the moment, but I'm probably going to have to sit down at some point. So, all right. I did that. That's the flap end. And what I'm going to do is gather all this fabric up, fold that there. Okay, let's just do that for the moment. I can always change it as I'm stitching, as long as I allow myself the room to do that and think ahead. And that is part of my problem, is when I get going on something, I don't always think ahead. All right, so now I have, you see all this excess fabric here? This is where it gets tricky. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, thanks to Robin, I have a Hobby Lobby gift card. Thank you, Robin. You're my bestie. So I'm going to make card slots here. So this card slot needs to be right about, okay. Now the nice part about this fabric is there are straight lines to go by. So I'm going to see if that's deep enough. Nope. So I have to, I've not made a wallet before. So doing this part, I've seen it done. I've never been brave enough to do it. That's still not deep enough. So what do I have to do to get that deeper? Go right there. Use the card to measure. Okay. I don't know if this fabric shrunk when I put it through the washer and dryer. I don't think it was washed prior to me doing that. It didn't look like it or feel like it. Okay. All right, so 3 sets of card holders would put that right there. Now I'm going to try and stab all of this at once with that pin and stab the other side. I should be using something other than, excuse my arm, other than blue pins because it's all blue and white at this point. And these stripes drive me crazy, but this is the best fabric I had for the inside to be sturdy enough to use as basically a crossbody bag. That's the words I'm looking for. Okay, so I still have all of this excess fabric, right? All right, this is where I'm going to have to sit down. So I'm going to try and stay, I can't see the camera. If I pull it up too close, then it's going to be weird for you. So this is my flap. This, hold on. How did I do this before? All right, I have to take all this fabric, this excess fabric, and I lay it up there. Now, what I need to do, and what I ended up doing previously was, let me try not to jab myself here. Excuse the arm again. I did bring some clips up from downstairs. So I'm just going to clip this outside edge here on these down, sort of halfway down. All right, I finally got smart. Christine keeps using her clips and I'm like, I need to bring my clips upstairs, but then they're not downstairs when I need them. Okay, so this pocket is going to come up like this. All right. And then it's going to go down there. And I'm getting really like, I have this grand plan for this thing. And I don't know if I'm going to pull it off or not. Because it involves a zipper. And zippers are my nemesis. I do not do zippers well at all. And so I want to put a zipper pocket in here. Yeah, go figure. But I want it for my money. I do not trust money in a non-zippered pocket. Okay, so to pull this a little more, now I need that fabric to be straight, and I need this to be the bottom, and I need that fabric to reach down there. So, come off there. Okay, you come off there. All right. So if I do that and that, that's flat. This touches, however, it's not laying very straight. Okay. So that touches down there, and I may actually stitch that or just, what's the word I'm looking for? Like invisible stitch it, just tack it down. That's the word I was looking for. And I want to pull that up and that up. So these two need to be level with each other. They need to be on line with each other. And then I have this zipper that is going to go in there. However, my plan is to put this here and this here. Sew these down like that. But I have to make sure if I'm going to cut this off, I don't cut, you know, that I have enough inside here. So that's going, let me do this. Let me do this the way it needs to be done. Okay. Just do what you need to do, Martha. So what I'm going to do is pin all this, and then I'm going to sew it, and then I'm going to come back and show you whether it worked or not. So there you go. Now I have not figured out a closure for this yet. I do have magnetic snaps, which again, I've never used before. However, I don't know if that's the route I want to take with this or not. Now, mind you, this zipper is going to be on the inside of the crossbody bag. Okay. And then this one would go here. Oops, not that. That's a sewing machine needle. I don't need that. Trying to rush. As I said, I've been working on this a better part of the day, like probably 6 hours, maybe more. Whew. Wrapping my brain around all this was beyond my, I know I'm going to stab myself if I do that. Turn it around. Make your life easier. Now, of course, I know how to put a zipper on. I know the fundamentals. I open the flap, and see, I wanted this to stick up more. I don't want it to be all down inside. And then there would be my card slots. 1, 2, 3. Now, I could leave that as a pocket like for my phone. But see, that's not reaching the bottom there. So I'm going to fiddle with it. I'm going to get it right. It just takes time. And then I'll be back and let you see what I've done. All right. I flip it open. Ta-da! And then I have, this is going to be sewn down. This will be 3, 2, 4, 6 card slots, which can hold more than one card each. This would be a pocket. This would be where my zipper goes. And this would be another pocket. And this would be for cash or anything I need to put in a zipper pocket. Now, it does stick down inside a little bit. And I'm going to somehow, I think my plan is I'm going to use an iron-on interfacing on the inside of this. Then I can iron it on to the batting, and I don't have to do a lot of stitching along here to not make it gap as it's being used. So I think I've got it. Now, I think I could pull these up a little bit, which I'll probably have to do after I iron but see how flimsy this is still, even though this is a very sturdy fabric. So I think the interfacing will help with all of that. And then this will be cut down and stitched. And when I stitch this, I'm going to, for the card slots, let's see, there's a pin in here. Okay, for the card slots, I'm going to stitch down the center here before I put it together so that the card slots will fit the cards in there. So I'm going to do the interfacing, cut it down, and attach the lining to the wrong side of the pouch. And then I'll be back to do the rest of the video. Okay, I'm back. And it looks like, I think I was successful. I hope. All right. So this is the pouch. I did machine sew some of this because this thickness I was never going to be able to get a needle by hand through this. I may still try when I put the edging on, but I got the lining done. I'm going to put you up a little. I think you're too close. Okay. I got the lining done. I still have to do all of the edging. I have not done that yet. I have the zipper, which I put in by machine, and it looks like I was successful, I think. So I'll be able to put cash in there if I want, or whatever. I have, now these are down kind of low, but I have, I can't tell if you can see. Let me bring it back down, sorry. I have the credit card holders, 3 on each side. 1, 2, 3. And they're not too close to the top. I almost forgot to sew down the middle with the machine before I started ironing it on, and I ripped it off. I'm like, oh no! And I had to put those in there. Put that stitching in the center so that the cards don't slide around. So that is down there a little bit, but I'm okay with that. And then I have a pocket here, and you can see I carried some hardware upstairs with me. I got so into this. Okay, I'm going to use some of this on this edge. I love this blue, light blue, ticking kind of fabric. It was came in a sample of sheets, bed linen kind of things that I got from a lady. Wish I had taken a lot more of them. I was trying not to be stingy, selfish, whatever you want to call it, by taking too much, but I think she ended up taking it home, and who knows what she did with it. Oh my gosh. This is fiddly work. Fiddly, fiddly, fiddly. So you know, when I'm done filming this, I'm going to sit here and spend hours stitching this on carefully. By hand. I will do it by hand. The good news is that I can stitch it on, like I can do the top on the top layer. I don't have to go stab stitching through all the layers if I don't want to. I mean, the flap shouldn't be hard at all. The body of it, that's a lot of layers of fabric. Let me tell you. Okay. Now, let's see, I think I'll put a little of this over here. And I have a little of this as well. Oh, that'd be pretty. If I did the flower. Okay. Let's put that there. Now, I don't feel like I've jumped ahead too much. To me, this is still embellishing it. Yes, I went ahead and assembled it, but I can't do this part of it without the assembly anyway. And I was not going to wait another, let's see, today is the 21st, I believe. It's Sunday. It's Sunday the something. 20th, 21st, somewhere around there. I think I want this the other way around. I think I want this down here with the pinks. It's very wide. There. I like that with the pinks. Then I'm going to put the blue. What'd I do with it? Where'd it go? Here. Oy, oy, oy. What was I saying? Oh, I don't feel like I jumped ahead of the plan. I don't know. Maybe you do, since I assembled it, but it was on my brain, and I worked all day, like hours yesterday. Hours yesterday, trying to figure this out. Okay, now, what do I want on this side? Is that too much blue? I don't think so. It needs to be a little longer than that. Okay. So I think I can only go to here. Threads everywhere. I think I can only go to there. I don't know that I want the library word on the top so much. Today's a beautiful day. It's sunny. It's been really cloudy for several days. So it's sunny, it's brisk, but it's supposed to be 33 or something, which is warm compared to what it's been. And tomorrow it'll be a little warmer. It'll be in the low 40s. And then the next day, it's going to be a little warmer than that, a little closer to 50. And then it's going to rain for 5 days in a row. Not happy about that. Okay, now. I could do that there and tie that in there. Is that going to be enough? Yikes, that's a tight squeeze. I have a lot here that I maybe should have cut off, but didn't really want to. This is a nice wide piece that would fit. Don't love it though. What else do I have? I have this. This little strip came in a pack of fabric I got from an Etsy shop, and I really have been at a loss as to what to do with it. So maybe, yeah. I think that'll go there, and it's nice and wide. I can get her up under there. And this is going to be where it gets really thick here. So I guess that could come off. Oops. Hate when I cut like that and the end is all wonky doodles. Come on. Everybody behave, please. This is where it gets, it's going to be tough. I'm pretty sure I cannot get a pin all the way through that. And this is where I'm going to have to just try and stitch into the top layers here. And I'm sure it's going to put a lot of strain on my fingers. See, there's no way I would have gotten a pin through there. So thick, so bulky. Yikes. Ow. I knew that was going to happen at some point. It happens to us all. I'm going to go with a little pink. Got a lot of blue in there. And it's not broken up by any pink at all. So I better make it a little extra wide. Maybe I should put, this is going to go over here. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Did I make it long enough? Barely. I'll bet when I stitch it, it's going to pull up a little bit, but that's okay. Alrighty. That's it. I think that's all I have to. Going to cut. Let's get rid of that. Ow! There's pins everywhere. Ooh, they're getting me. Okay, I'm going to put that there. Pin her down. So I think what I'm going to do, that's going to be a lot of strain right there. I'm going to have to find a piece to go there. Or, yep. Oh, goodness. Get the pin out of your mouth, Martha, before you swallow it, because that would be the next thing. Successful project, but she died from swallowing a pin. Yeah. That, I can see the headlines now. Oh, yeah. Not that there'd be any headlines for me, but that's okay. All right. I want to make sure that this overlaps onto there. So that's what I'm going to do. All right. Let's put all this up here. I think, quit putting your arm down on the pins, dummy. It's a little bit wide. So I'm going to take off about that much. I don't think I could have ripped that off because and that flows into that fabric there. Again, you can't see. Okay. This flows into this fabric here. It's the same fabric. And I'm good with that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That interfacing, the iron-on stabilizer interfacing stuff, makes it very hard to sew through. That, the batting, the thick fabric, it's all a challenge. Now, this is going to do me no good. That is a sewing machine needle. Don't even know why it's in my pin cushion. Well, because I used to keep my pin cushion down by the sewing machine. Okay. Alrighty. Now, these are going to be raw edges. Don't know how they're going to wear over time. I'm not folding them under. Just is what it is. It's not like I don't know the person who made it and, you know, can't get it repaired if something happens. I certainly can. I might put, where's that other pink? I thought I had a small piece of this. I do. I might put oop, that wasn't cut straight. you know. So I get for doing it in a hurry. Yeah, I'm very proud of myself because I really took my time. And that's not something I do often. I get going on a project and I'm like, ooh, I'll do this. Ooh, I'll do that. And honestly, oh, is that going to be too much? Because that's up there too. It might be. Oh, I don't have any down here. Oh my goodness, look at that. I missed a whole strip. Okay. I don't think that's going to be... This is a very flimsy, looser woven fabric, so I don't think that's going to work. I don't love that blue with that blue. What else? Do I dare? No. There's enough of that fabric in there. Here. It's just barely going to be long enough. That's a Japanese fabric that was sent to me when I did a... Doesn't cover the corner. That corner really needs to be covered. And I'm not doing along the bottom because that's part of the pouch. Not quite. Do I have any of this on this side? No. It's on the other side. I think it's going to have to be this fabric here. I'll cut off these. Excuse me while I go to my side over here, over my trash can. And of course I'll have to wait for the Roxy girls to come out with what they are doing for their closures and such. I can't remember if they are assembling theirs off camera and coming back to do the closures. That's what I think I remember her saying. Her being Rachel and Sarah. Them saying. Oh, I hope I didn't do that too narrow. Okay. I need to make sure this, maybe I'll fold that under like that. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Just fold it under the end over there, just to try and play it safe. Come on. You've got this. You're a strong woman. I'm trying not to slip and have it go right into my thumb, which I tend to do when I'm stitching. It's gonna be a little bit tight. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be able to go through this fabric. I don't believe I am with a hand needle. So yeah, there's that. Like I said, I don't know if my closure is going to be magnetic. I don't know if it's going to be, I don't know what it's going to be. Did I say I didn't know what it was going to be? I don't know what it's gonna be. I think I'll fold this under too. Make it a little longer. Okay, do I have it all now? I think I have it all. If I have to put a little patch in here or there, I will. But anyway, all right, when I've got this done, I'll come back at the end of the video and I'll show it to you. Hey everyone, I'm back. Okay. I went and did some shopping. This is the next day after the previous part of this video. Okay, so this is what I've got done. I did all of the edging. I forgot to do this edge, so I just finished this up. I've done more stitching, but there's the edging. I like it. I'm okay with it. I'm sure it'll grow on me. I had to do some patching here because my edging pieces didn't come over quite far enough and there was a little gap in there. Yeah, I think it turned out okay. And so there's my pouch. That is the completed pouch. Oh, I also put some stuff in here because these stripes were just, every time I open it, it blinds me. I don't like stripes like that. So I broke it up a little bit with a butterfly, some lace, and a little piece of floral fabric that was left over. Yeah. So I got it all put together. I'm very happy with it. Pink is so not my thing. I mean, I would never carry anything pink with me, but I like all the blue in here and the touches of pink. It's just going to be really nice for a nice spring, summer carrying bag. I think this will make a nice crossbody bag. My phone will fit in there. I can't show you because I film on my phone. So I did go grocery shopping. I didn't go grocery shopping. I went shopping. I got these at Walmart. This one and this one. And I think I'm going to end up going with those. I went to Hobby Lobby and got these. These are really, I think they're going to be too big and heavy. This would be better for the straps, I think. But I just think these are really bulky. And I only got this, and this because they matched. They're the antique brass. This is a slider so that I can make the strap adjustable. So I'm going to try and do that. So what my plan is to put grommets here and here. I'm probably going to put up an extra piece of maybe canvas, something that doesn't tear easily. I have some heavy duty canvasy kind of outdoor fabric that I think I will probably put a square here and a square here. I could cover it up with blue fabric or something else and then put the holes in it so that it won't tend to tear. And what I'm going to do is put the strap in there, put the grommet in there, put these hooks in there. And these look really flimsy, but they're quite stiff to open. I mean, it's making a dent in my finger. It's taking some strength. Of course, I also haven't drank enough water today because I'm obviously dehydrated. So I think those are going to work. Then I can put my strap through here, and I'm going to use this material because I could not find cotton webbing in any. I went to 3 stores, could not find cotton webbing. And this is really lightweight, and I like that. So I think I'm going to use this, and I'll fold this down and sew that on. And then this will clip into here. I'll make a really long strap and make it adjustable. And I think that's going to go fine. If I decided to at a later time, I could either dye this because I have fabric dyes downstairs. I could cover it in a matching fabric if I decided to, but I think I'm going to be okay with this. Of course, it will dirty easily. So if that happens, maybe what I'll do is, I mean, I could take it off and wash it. That's why I want to make it removable. But I could also cover it in fabric. And I have a lot of it. I think I ordered this online because I couldn't find it anywhere. And the last time I went looking for it, and this is not as heavy duty as the other webbing. It's way less heavy duty as I showed in a previous. This is what I'm looking for. This is cotton webbing. Can't find it in any of these stores. Joann didn't have it. Walmart and Hobby Lobby. None of them had it. So I don't know if you can see this is more like a twill tape, and this is a woven webbing. And it's very heavy duty, and I like it a lot, but the 2 pieces I have are not nearly long enough. So very disappointed that I couldn't find those, but I think I have a plan for that. Yeah. So when I get that done, I will show you in the next video. I have not decided if I will or won't have some sort of closure. I could sew a loop on here and put a button here. Don't know that I'm going to need to. Could have done magnetic snaps. Don't know that I want to. This is not nearly as heavy duty as this is with all of the layers in it, but I think it's going to stay shut if I need it to, so I don't know. I'll see what Rachel comes up with, since she sort of has something up her sleeve, like I said previously, so we'll see. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I hope you like this, and I'm pretty impressed with myself, even if I do say so myself, with getting those pockets in there. And it's a trifold pouch. I think I did what was required, plus a little. Take care, everybody. I'll see you in the next one. Happy crafting!